If you're familiar with my content, then you're probably shocked at today's video title. But the truth is, I do not really care about something as superficial or as easy as opening up a door for me. That does not signify that someone is a gentleman. It's really easy, it costs nothing, and it doesn't really require much effort or much thought. So today I'm going to be sharing some more accurate signs that show that a man is a good man, that show that he is a gentleman, and these are actions. These are things that he does, not just things that he says. So let's just get right into today's video. So first, let me just clarify why I don't view opening up a door as being a gentleman. Well, first off, like I mentioned, it is easy, it costs nothing, it takes zero thought, and a lot of men know that women view guys who open up doors as being a gentleman. So a lot of guys will do that as a way to pretend, as a way to show you that they are a gentleman when in fact they are not. I have personally been out with men who opened up the door for me on the first date, but they turned out to be very toxic. And had I just gone with, oh, he opened up the door for me, I would have excused his behavior and said, oh, but he opens up the door for me. That is not enough to signify that a man is a gentleman. I personally don't really care. If my car door is open up for me, I can easily open up a car door for myself. I look at the things that actually matter, that actually count. Okay, so I want you women to do the same. I view opening up a car door very similar to getting flowers on Valentine's Day. You're expected to do it, and a lot of men just do it to check off a box. Okay, it's not coming from a place of compassion. It's not coming from a place of being a masculine provider and wanting to take care of you. It's super easy and it's almost expected. So in no way is it actually telling us to who this man is. I have filmed another video titled 5 Signs That He Is a Good Guy, and I highly recommend you to watch it after this video. But for now, I am going to go through some actions that definitely do signify that he is a gentleman. So first and foremost, is he consistent in reaching out to you? I am not someone who needs communication all day, every day, a FaceTime, a phone call, but at the minimum, this man should be reaching out to you every day. I'm sorry, it is 2022 and a lot of people complain that they have no time, but they can make time. If you can make time to check social media, to scroll, to like people's photos, to check your email, to get on YouTube, to get on TikTok, you have time to send a simple message. It doesn't need to be a full-blown conversation, but just checking in with you. Hey, beautiful, I hope you have a lovely day. Hey, gorgeous, how was work? Like, something as simple as checking in goes a long way for us women. And real men know this. Real men understand this, and real men are going to text you first thing in the morning, if not then right after work, or at least definitely before bed. So a telltale sign that you're dealing with a good guy is that he is consistent in reaching out to you. He doesn't ghost you. He doesn't just go off the deep end for a few days or a few weeks. It doesn't matter if he's on vacation. It doesn't matter if work is stressful. He is touching base with you. The next one is very important. Okay, ladies, you need to have all your eyes and ears open when an argument occurs, okay? And what you're looking out for is he gentle during arguments. The last thing you want to do is be with a man who is violent, who's aggressive, who curses, who yells at you, who belittles you, who, like, the list goes on. And there are quite a few men out there with too much testosterone and a lot of aggression, and instead of taking it out at the gym or at a boxing class, they will take it out on you. So you really need to see how this guy handles disagreements. They're gonna happen. you're gonna have a disagreement with him, okay? There is no such thing as a dynamic or a relationship that's perfect or free of conflict. So you really need to be observant during arguments, okay? Is he a guy who just climbs into his shell and acts avoidant and pushes you away and doesn't talk to you for a week? That is a bad sign. That shows that he needs help. That shows that he has unhealed trauma. That shows that he has a toxic attachment style. I have a whole video about attachment styles, and you must watch that video because you are going to realize the patterns. Once you watch that video, it's going to be so easy to spot when someone is displaying that behavior, and it comes from unhealed trauma. People who had great childhoods, and maybe they didn't have a great childhood, but they took the time to heal and go to therapy and whatever needed to be done, they are going to be securely attached. So it doesn't matter if they're in an argument, they're not going to hide, they're not going to resort to blocking you, which, if you're watching, I'm sure that there has been at least one person in your life who always resorted to, I'm deleting you, I'm blocking you, get out of my life. Like it was as if every minor inconvenience was the end of the world. That is a huge red flag. You don't want to be dealing with someone who makes literally a huge deal out of nothing. Okay, so be very observant with how people handle arguments. You want someone who is gentle. You want someone who does not overreact. You want someone who is upfront with what they need, whether that's space or some time or maybe just taking a walk. You want to make sure that they deal with conflict in a healthy manner. Along the same lines, does he deal with misunderstandings with patience and love and care? Does he automatically want to argue back and be the one who gets the last word in the argument? Or is he actually receptive to what you're saying? Does he listen? When you bring up a complaint, does he actually take strides to become a better man, to improve? Everyone is going to tweak and improve as life progresses, or at least the people who you want to be surrounded with, they should be doing that, okay? A person who is actually confident and doesn't have an ego up, they are going to be willing to learn, to listen to feedback, to listen to how they can be a better lover, a better partner, a better friend. So you need to analyze when you give this person feedback, when you bring up something that hurt you or something that they said. Are they willing to make it right, or are they just going to turn around and blame you and offer excuses? Because there are a lot of people out there who do that. That is a bad sign. You want someone who's a good listener, who's empathetic, who is willing to grow and improve together. Next, does he pay for dates and outings and whatever you guys do? Travel? If he is already asking you to do 50-50, not a gentleman, not a good guy, not someone I personally want to date or be married to. You might have different views from this, but I'm guessing that if you're here on my channel, then you probably share the same values as me, and that is seeking a masculine provider type guy. Okay, so if this guy's already wanting to split the date or go half and half on a trip that he planned, that shows he is not really a gentleman. Maybe he opens your door. Would you rather a guy open your door and make you split bills 50-50? Or would you rather have a guy who takes care of you, protects you, provides for you, and you open your door? I know what I would pick, so you let me know what you would pick down in the comments. The next one's pretty simple, but it's still something that you should consider. Does he offer to pick you up or drive you? I know personally when I haven't really gotten to know someone very well, I prefer to meet them at the restaurant or wherever we're going, but just the fact that someone offers shows a lot about who they are, about whether or not they want to be that masculine person in the dynamic. Most true alpha males want to pick you up, okay? First off, they want to show off their car usually, and second off, they just want to make sure that you get there on time. They want to be the one to pick you up from your house and to drop you off there safely at the end of the night. So it's perfectly fine if you are not comfortable with this yet, and I did not let my partner pick me up for a few months when we met. So that's completely fine, but at least him offering says a lot about his character. Last but not least, does he take the initiative and actually be the one to lead the relationship and to decide when the relationship is being taken to the next level? Obviously, a gentleman is someone that we want in our lives because we are able to surrender as women. We are able to receive. We're able to follow their lead because we trust them. So a true gentleman is going to be the one telling you, will you be my girlfriend? Will you move in with me? Can we be in an exclusive relationship? Okay? Him bringing these things up right off the bat shows that he is a gentleman, okay? Because he knows that it is in his power and his control to make these moves. Yeah, you can bring it up, but I don't recommend that because you are coming in with this masculine energy. And do you truly want to be with a man who you were the one to push him to be with you or to marry you? No, you want to be with a guy who chose you, who literally went out into the world, looked at all these options, but wanted you, wanted to take things to the next level with you. Overall, these are the actions that truly matter. They're difficult, sometimes they cost something, and they take a lot of character to upkeep and to uphold. So next time you are judging a man and trying to figure out whether or not he's a good guy, whether or not he's a gentleman, start looking at what truly matters. And maybe you like to have your door open for you. That's fine, but realize that that is not enough by itself to identify him as a gentleman, as a potential match for you. So I hope that this was helpful. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!